Hi everybody, welcome to my brand new channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to take a typical thrift store junk herb dresser and turning it into something really bold and beautiful using Fusion mineral paint. This is going to be a really easy paint for beginners, so if you're a beginner, this is for you. So to begin, I'm mixing up some Bondo. If you've never used Bondo, it's very sticky and tacky, but it works wonders if you have to patch large gashes, holes, or reconstruct anything on your furniture. A little bit of this putty can go a long way, and I would definitely start out by only doing small amounts at a time. Be very conservative with the cream hardener because if you use too much, your putty will harden too quickly and it won't be as easy to spread. You definitely want to try to get it as even as you possibly can just to make it easier in the sanding process. The awesome thing about Bondo is it does sand down very smooth, but I would recommend an electric sander. Always make sure you clean your furniture before painting it. Any all-purpose cleaner would be fine. Today we are going to be painting with Fusion mineral paint. This is an all-in-one paint. So as you can start to see, the first coat is going on very nice and solid. You have a really great coverage with this paint. Because it's an all-in-one paint, you don't have to do very much prepping. By that, I mean you don't have to sand your piece down. But of course, if you are planning to resell, you always do want to make sure that you've fixed any damage and filled in any fine lines or cracks. One thing I really love about this paint is the consistency. It's pretty thin compared to a lot of the chalk paints, but it goes on flawlessly and has excellent coverage. Coming into the second coat, you can already see that there's a pretty solid coverage with just one coat of this paint. I actually only needed 2 coats to complete this entire dresser, which is an awesome thing because normally when you're using lighter colors, you typically will need about 3 coats, especially to cover a wood as dark as what this was. Here is a closer look of what I mean when I say brush strokes in the same direction. So you'll see it kind of maybe border out my surface a little bit, and then I'll kind of fill it in just so that you have a full coverage. And then I will take my brush and do a light, very light to the touch. Don't apply a lot of pressure, just solid brush strokes from the back of my piece all the way forward, just so I don't have any start-stop lines, and then always wipe any excess paint dripping. Now I'm going to be applying this Waverly chalk paint, the color Mineral, to the skirting and the feet of this dresser, just to kind of add some contrast to the piece. You can kind of see when I'm zoomed in where the Bondo didn't sand down completely flush. That was an error on my part. Like I said, using a sander would have been the better option. I do take a light 400 grit sandpaper just to smooth the surface. This is not something you have to do. You also don't need to apply any type of wax or top coat because this paint already has a top coat in it. I did just for preference and to bring the color back out a little bit after I sanded. I love to use original hardware because I think it adds so much character, so I usually just spruce it up with some rose gold spray paint. So this is the final product. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.